Good to be in here. We landed and we had to go across the river back in over to La Crescent, to come around. I know. So I'm like, I'm over there bragging. This is my congressional district, and I'm telling the Secret Service right around the corner is a really great Quick Trip and an Apple Store. And so I'm in Pennsylvania. There's this big fight out there between Wawa and Sheetz, the convenience stores. And they said, what's your feeling on this? And I just split the middle with Quick Trip right down there. So that's the way to do it. But look, all of you came out today, Monday. We are within 24 hours of polls opening. You could be anywhere. You came here because you love this country, and I'm grateful to each and every one of you for doing that. The thing is upon us now, folks. I know there's a lot of anxiety, but the decisions that are made over the next 24, 36 hours when those polls close will shape not just the next 4 years, they will shape the coming generations. We've got a chance, and it's a rare thing to do in the moment that we're living in, to elect a new generation of leadership, a new way forward, a hopeful, unified America that holds true to our values. That's why you're here today. And it's been 100 days. I could not be prouder to be on this ticket. Also very surprised. My pro tip is when you're expecting an important call, take it the first time. So you should do that. But to be with Kamala Harris, someone who from her first days, she walked into the courtroom as a prosecutor and said, Kamala Harris for the people. She did that then as a district attorney, as the attorney general of this nation's largest state, as a United States senator, and as vice president of the United States. She has fought every single day and sided with one client, the people of America. She stood up for women and children against predators and abusers. She stood up with seniors and workers against fraudsters and big corporate interests. She stood up for families and communities against international gangs and drug traffickers. And she never once hesitated to reach across the aisle to work with anyone if it was for the good of the American people. When people would come to her, and you hear her talk about this, and she says this, and we know this, this is what we do out here. She never asked if they were Democrat or Republican. She asked, how can I help you? That's the type of president that she will be. She's done it as vice president. She's done it her entire career. She's talking about an economy where that if you work hard, you don't just get by and skim by. You actually get ahead. Doesn't matter if you're a red state or blue state, big city or small town, everyone should get a chance to succeed. So I'm in this fight and proud of it. I grew up in rural Nebraska, and I always tell this, you get this, we have this fight when you're in this, when you say I'm from a small town, and I can see people say, how small? I say, 400 people. Oh, not bad, not bad. And then somebody says 350. I said, yeah, 24 kids in my graduating class. And they're like, oh, not bad, 20. And I say, yeah, about 12 of them were cousins of mine. And they say, okay, you win on this one. But look, you know this, when you grow up in a small town, you really learn something about this. You learn to take care of your neighbors. You figure out very quickly you're all in it together. Everybody belongs. Everybody benefits when we work together for the common good. Those are the values that animated my public service, Vice President Harris's service too. And when we win this thing, which we will tomorrow, we will. Those are the values we will take to the White House. Every single day, focused on lowering the cost of living for middle-class folks, putting more money back in the pockets, again, of middle-class folks. For starters, she talked about enacting the first ever price gouging, federal price gouging on groceries. And these folks out here, you all get this. When I'm across the country explaining this, especially when we're not in farm country, I explain this. I was with a farmer up in Erie, Pennsylvania a couple days ago, and I said, so when fruit prices were cheaper, what were you getting for a bushel of corn? And they'd say, oh, about $4.10 a bushel. And I said, now that food prices are up, what are you getting for a bushel of corn? Oh, about $4.10. That's not where they're taking it. That's not where the money's going to their farmers. What we know is you're paying more for that. They're not getting any more for it, but the phenomenon we've seen is corporate profits are at an all-time high. And that's when we talk price gouging or insulin costs, $35 for a vial of insulin to get you by. We capped that in Minnesota. Kamala capped it, and Senator Klobuchar and the vote capped it for our seniors. Now we want to expand it to everyone. Because here's the deal. That $35 bottle of insulin was being sold for $800. It cost $5 to manufacture it. That's not capitalism. That's not free market. That's price gouging. And that's why you need a federal ban against it. And that's exactly what we'll do.